but for some reason he still uses a lot of the same trills that Beethoven did. There's a very serene ending, and the last line of the soprano, just as after she says, "How tired we are of traveling, is this perchance death?" Just after she says, "Is this perchance death?" those of you that know the music, those of you that know An Heldenleben, will recognize that he quotes from himself from 50 years before, but a much more serene, a much more composed, a much less rash quotation that speaks to me and says that he understood the difference between a young man thinking of death and an old man thinking of death. This is a performance by Elizabeth Schwarzkopf and George Sell. When the singing starts, I'll give you a simultaneous translation of the German to the English. The song lasts about 8 minutes. So I think we can take two lessons away from this meeting. There are many. One is, this is someone who has been through hell thinking about his impending death. This is a great artist telling us what it's like to be staring at the end of your life. I think this is a way of helping us in some ways to understand things that we have not yet experienced ourselves. It's one of the things that art can offer. And the other quite simply is thinking about age. Strauss was in his 9th decade when he wrote that. It's a wondrous, beautiful, magnificent piece of music. They're written by a man that has reached an age. Many cultures revere the aged, some unfortunately do not. I think listening to that, you got to realize that there's a lot to be offered. So in summary, I've tried to suggest some ways that arts can be useful for practicing medicine. I've tried to suggest that arts can help us learn nonverbal communication, learn to hear the sorrow, learn to hear the acceptance in that music. Our patient's tone and demeanor can tell us a great deal. Trying to quantify everything doesn't always enhance understanding. Instead, it can rip the guts out of the meaning of the very topic we want to understand. If we cease to privilege nonverbal feeling and nonverbal communication, we run the risk of becoming robotic, guideline-embracing automatons. The second message is to slow down. We're always in a rush. We're always running to get somewhere. I think music comes with art time. It forces you to engage in art time. We need to slow down. We need to listen to our patients. We need to look before we lay our hands on to do a physical exam. We need to take the time to see both the depth and the complexity of life. Art can help us embrace dissonance, can embrace the apparent lack of continuity. Life is complex. Medicine is complex. Appreciate the complexity. Revel in the complexity. Embrace the ambiguity. Don't look for the easy way out. Everything can't be wrapped up into one nice, neat little package. One sign of the brilliance of great art is that it can be understood on so many, many different levels. You see familiar things in new ways. Every time I go back to the Detroit Institute of Arts, and I was just back there recently, I see something new in a work that I've looked at I don't know how many times. Every time you listen to the music, listening to this music today, I heard something new. Art is like that. Our patients are like that. We need to take the time to listen to them. We need to go back. We can use art as a means of self-exploration. It can make us better healers. It can be transformative. It can take us to new ideas, to new cultures. I guess what I'm saying is that people's lives, what it means to be human, can't be completely captured by MRI scans or 10-point Likert scales. Art looks at something else. Art connects the human mind with the human soul. The technical aspects of healthcare are the easy part. The hard part is knowing what it means. The hard part is helping us to be better physicians. Now, listening to music and looking at paintings and going to plays isn't going to give us a connect-the-dots linear set of protocols that will help us all be better doctors, but I think it's a good start. I've tried to take these three themes, understanding pain, understanding complexity, and understanding personhood, and I've tried to give a few examples of how the arts can help us arrive at a deeper understanding of those essential elements of life and existence. The point is, I guess, that arts bring us closer to what it means to be human, and that it's an understanding that must be and must remain central to the practice of medicine. I appreciate your attention. Thank you very much.
I've been coming to this auditorium since it opened in 1986. This is the best hour I've ever spent here. We have a little gift for you, Joel. Thank you very much. Why don't we go out, unless there are any pressing questions, go out to the reception and maybe you can catch Joel. Thank you very much.